Good day. Soldier of Fortune was one of those quintessential first-person shooters. It got everything right, it introduced a new type of damage modeling, it was amazing and great and all that. But how was its sequel? Well, Soldier of Fortune 2, released by Raven Software, was actually a very adequate sequel. I don't particularly like it as much as the first, but that's mainly because the gameplay in this game tries to be slightly more realistic and less run and gun. And by slightly more realistic, I mean the enemies are actually legitimate threats. Enemies now can take a decent amount of punishment, and they can actually hit you, instead of just shooting at the bloody wall. Now, the base campaign for Soldier of Fortune is pretty bloody good, but nothing too special. It doesn't really break out of the norm all that much. But what really gives Soldier of Fortune 2 staying power is its random mission generator, something that I personally have not seen all that much in first-person shooters. Basically, what you can do with this is you can pick from a number of generic mission types and then just play randomized maps. And it is quite enjoyable and actually gives the game staying power. That's really the problem with first-person shooters. You can only shoot the same guys in the same location so many times before it gets boring. With this random mission generator, it actually allows you to shoot the same guys just in different locations. And this is one of those games where you can pick it up now and again when you just want to shoot something and play it for 5 or so minutes and then stop. Now, of the different generic mission types, you have demolition, where you have to blow something up, assassination, where you have to shoot somebody, and then my personal favorite, where you have to escape from captivity. You're given a knife, and you have to collect weapons and armor to escape. Now, that's not necessarily difficult, because you can kill the first guard you see, steal his gun, and there's usually a gun on a table close by, and then there's usually some armor in the same room. But still, once you break out of that room, it gets really difficult, because once again, enemies can do a lot of damage, and they all want to shoot you, and they all can hit you from very far distances. So it is very difficult to actually escape alive. Although it's somewhat of a misnomer, when you die you don't turn into a ghost, but that would be really cool. But then again, it might be like Fear 3, which wasn't. But anyway, ultimately, Soldier of Fortune 2 is an adequate sequel to Soldier of Fortune 1. In lieu of standard run and gun gameplay of the time, it decided to be a little bit more tactical and was actually pretty good for it. And so, this is John, signing off.